To get something out of a box, generally, if it's in there, don't dig around the edges. Not highly recommended. Normally, when we handle things, I think that it's better to handle things just with clean hands. If you feel like your hands aren't clean enough, then just give them a wash and dry them really well. To get most things out, it's easiest just to tip them for the corner and take the whole group out like that, and then to move them, again, with two hands, it doesn't matter how small they are, from one side to the next to see what you would like to scan. It'd be interesting because these are, of course, very small objects, and you might want to blow them up bigger, so it'll be interesting for you. What we have here are a series of glass plate negatives from the early 20th century. These you don't probably want to tip as a whole to get them out of the box. Glass plates are interesting objects. They're pretty robust, so handle them with two hands. Do beware that the edges of some glass plates can be quite sharp. I'm not asking you to wear gloves because I think they're better handled in bare hands, but do be aware that some of the edges can be quite rough. People do often get cuts and things.
Which brings me on to an important point, that
yes.
Putting glass and frames and tin types and things like that on the glass bed of a flatbed scanner, I'm sure actually the objects are probably more valuable than the scanner, but we've still kind of got to take care of the equipment that we're using as well. So if it is moving into more the object territory, i.e. not a straight print, it is got sharp edges, it has got sharp edges, then you might want to help yourself to some of these. Okay, it might have the downside of degrading the quality. These are getting a bit dusty for today's purposes, but acetate sheets to put underneath glass plates or frames or tin types so that they don't scratch the scanner. So acetates, grey cards, all available.
When you are faced with a whole box of glass plates, undifferentiated, probably the easiest thing is to grab hold fairly firmly of two sides of one corner. Don't know if you can see, in a little pincer grip, a bit like that. Pull out whatever you grab hold of comfortably. It might be one, it might be two. It's better than using your fingernail to divide them. If you use the padding on your fingers, because what you don't want to do is perhaps slice the emulsion with your fingernail. I know it seems like a really handy thing to do to kind of separate them and get them off one by one, but they might be stuck together. You never know when you're opening a box, you don't know what's in it. So pull out whatever comes and worry about that later, separating them later. This one's a fairly tricky box full of things. Again, place them down on a flat surface and then try to remove the second one from the first one. These are different glass plates than the ones you scanned last year, but they're from the same collection. Last year we had them do clouds. This one are people. I haven't looked in this box yet, so it'll be interesting.
And in terms of kind of scanner jargon, are they a reflective material, or is that a kind of film transparency negative that we might need to change the settings on the scanner and scan in a slightly different way? Quite possibly. Just to ask the question, which we'll find out as we have a go.
Okay, so we have those. Stephen's very kindly brought in some glass-mounted slides. And I have brought in some slides that are not glass-mounted. I don't think they are either. Oh, these ones have plastic. So it's plastic and glass-mounted slides, which will give you, oh, that's good. There are some gallery slides. There are some gallery slides in here from the States. All sorts of things in there. So anyway, you can go through here. These are copy reproduction work of various artworks. These are just glass-mounted slides of a sort that are unidentified. And then we have the standard group of color negatives. I'm afraid that you'd be saddled with my holiday pics because my mother still photographs in color negatives. But what's interesting, and you're welcome to take some of these at the bottom too, these have reproductions of artwork in color.